Good morning, everyone. It's May 17th, 2016. It's a Tuesday. All right, we're going to try to do this short and brief. As always, we seem to end up at 8 minutes, but let's see if we can do it in five. Okay, so we start our day by taking a look at the calendar, and we go to myownforex.guru. We go to Trading Tools, Economic Calendar, take a look at what kind of news do we have today. And we see that there's been some news already out of New Zealand and Great Britain and also Europe. So there have been some things going on for sure. So we have here at 8:30, this is Central Time, building permits. So just looking at the calendar overall, we see we have a lot of news coming out here at 8:30. They're all medium, so they should be able to impact the currency, all the USD pairs. And we have a small news about manufacturing shipment from Canada. Then back to two medium news around US. And that's it for today. Tomorrow is not looking too good. We have the FOM minutes tomorrow. They may move some stuff, and then Thursday's a good day, and then Friday seems to be a good day for Canadian pair. So, all right, so we have several big news. We see that our things coming out of Great Britain that was better than expected, and some were not. So the bigger ones were not, and some medium ones were better. So let's take a look at how that looks like in a little bit. So first we hop over to the dollar and take a look and see what's going on there. So we had made a prediction yesterday the dollar was going to drop, and it did drop some. And when we take a look at the 4-hour chart, we had predicted this level here, 94, right around here, 94.30, and it didn't quite make it down there yesterday. We have gone ahead and painted out some old order block entries here and here, just to show that it's been consolidating around those. I'm going to go ahead and remove those just to show something else, future prediction. So we've drawn a line here right at 94.59, and that's a order block where we believe the price will come back up and then come back and down and visit this at 94.58. It's 94.60, which is a major level for market movers, institutional traders. 20, 40, 60, and 80 are levels that you should pay attention to, and always hold numbers like 94,400, 9400, and so on. Anyway, we still believe that this is going to come back down here. We still think it's going to come back and visit this, which means we think that the dollar would drop, which means there's strength in the opposite pair. So let's hop on over and take a look at what that looks like. I'll move this down so we can get a bigger view. All of these lines here are order blocks at varying time frames, and it helps us as we work our way down. We have gone down here and then come back up to previous order block and gone down and come back up here on previous order block, and as we walk down we start seeing that clearer. So as you see, these order block entries are definitely a good guide. Come down here, back up to a previous order block, and this order block entry here is on a shorter time frame, and it drops back down quite a lot, comes back up to previous order block, and it's now sitting around here. And as we walk this down, we'll get into London Open, which is right around here. But as we see, it walked up yesterday and just sat around here. We'd taken a trade on this yesterday, And so we go down to 15 minutes to see what happened at London Open. London Open right here. Everything rallied right before because of the good news. And then as some of the numbers were missed and not meeting expectations, it dropped. Then came back up and visited this order line that we pulled out on a daily time frame and actually touched it. And now dropped down again. And we're getting ready for New York Open. And we believe, as we said, we believe the dollar is going to swing down a bit. We don't think that all the numbers from US is going to be that great. And sorry about that. The numbers are going to climb back up here on the USD pairs. We believe it's going to come back up here. So if it does that, it will do the same on, we believe, on the US dollar pound. So we see the same thing happen here. Came down around the order block, went back up. Daily chart, we see we're going back up here during the London Open and created a pin bar. And it's not a perfect pin bar because there would be no tail on it at the bottom. But it's good enough for us to see that this tested a previous order block. It's been testing that previous order block a couple times and it's held, so it's a pretty strong resistance. So we believe it's going to come back up here during New York and then continue back down to 43.89 and then continue down to 43. That's a prediction on that. As we go down here, we start seeing what happened in the last 2 days. It's Tuesday today, so remember your highs or lows, peaks are during Tuesdays or Wednesday. And as we take a look at this picture here on 1 hour frame, we see a reverse head and shoulder, or you can also say that it's an M, or you can say it's a W. It's all up for interpretation. What we see is that it didn't break previous high. This was previous high, so it didn't take it out. So that held, which means the move down is holding. So we're now waiting for it to come back down here, and but first rally back up, touch this order block, and then back down. So if we want to paint this here, this is actually right here. It's before you valid the bullish order block or bearish order block. Once you come back up around here and here, we would potentially take a trade, all depending on a little bit how it looks like. But we do believe it's going to rally up. We're taking a look at the New York opening, London opening I mean. We had a rally up and the pound doing good news, and then the other news not so good, so it dropped back down. We believe what we're seeing here is a climb back up here and then a rally down. So that's our prediction for today, and that's how we're going to play it today. Wish you all a good trading. Trade smart, trade another day.